Hi all, I am Himani Mohanty and my topic is HMI and HMI stands for Human Machine Interface. So what is Human Machine Interface? It is saying that the HMI is the primary tool by which operators and line supervisors coordinate and control the industrial and manufacturing processes in the plant. So what it basically means, HMI, it is a primary tool through which we used to operate and we used to coordinate and supervise that what is happening. So basically it is a platform where we the humans and machines used to get connected. The human machine interface is the interface between the processor machine and the operator. In essence, it's an operator's dashboard. This is the primary tool operators and line supervisors use to coordinate and control industrial and manufacturing processes and machines. HMIs translate complex process variables into usable and actionable information. So what it is? It is the interface, it is the medium in which where a machine and human used to operate. Let's take an example. When we used to operate an AC, what we used to do? We used to take the help of that remote AC remote through which we used to do the on off. Then we used to adjust the temperature, and then we used to set the timer and everything. So it is basically saying it is that. Now, displaying near real-time operational information is the domain of the HMI. Visual process graphics give meaning and context to the motor and value status, tank labels, and other process parameters. HMIs give operational insight into the process and enable control and optimization by regulating production and process targets. So it is saying about the tank labels, value status, and etc. Let's see what is the tank label. When we used to fill water in the tank or wherever, that we used to see a label up to this level, like 1 liter, 2 liter, 3 liter, then it goes on. So that is what one kind of HMI, where we used to see that up to this, suppose the limit of the tank is 5 liter, and now we are seeing that already the tank is full up to 5 liter and it is showing in the displays button. So what we will do, we will switch off the motor and whatever we can do. So it is saying, it is basically just like that only. So what is the purpose of HMI? The purpose of HMI is to display easily understandable real-time operational information. Visual processes, graphics give meaning and context to the motor and value status, tank labels, pressure, vibration, and other process parameters. HMIs bring you into the process so you can control and optimize it by regulating production and process target. So it is what is saying, it displays the easily understandable thing. Suppose the example which I gave you earlier about that AC, air conditioner. So when we used to adjust the temperature or we used to set the timer, so we can get to see over the display. So it is saying only that. Then the HMI also helps managers and supervisors improve the process by providing historical and trending data on machine efficiency or product quality. The flexibility and advanced capabilities of today's HMI software present vast new opportunities for improving machine and process efficiency. What it is saying, it also helps the managers and supervisors to improve the work process. Now HMI can be used to visually display data, track production time, trends and tags, oversee KPIs, monitor machine inputs and outputs. So let's understand what is it. So visually display data, that AC or your laptop or your phone you can see. Then comes to track production. And what is it? Suppose take an example like Amazon. Amazon is what? When we used to order something, we used to get the tracking information. That is one type of HMI. Similarly, to how you interact with your air conditioning system, the example which I was earlier given, so that is the thing. Similarly to how you would interact with your air conditioning system to check and control the temperature in your house, a plant floor operator might use an HMI to check and control the temperature of an industrial water tank or to see if a certain pump in the facility is currently running. The example which I have already given earlier about the air conditioning system of our house, then your the pump system, water tank. Now, HMIs come in a variety of forms. For built-in screens on machines to computer monitoring, tablets, but regardless of their format or which term you use to refer them, provide insight to mechanical performance progress. So there are variety of forms of HMIs which are built on in the in-screen machines or the computer monitoring the tablets. We can see because all these things we used to use in the daily basis of our life. Now, who uses HMI? HMI technology is used by almost all industrial organizations as well as a wide range of other companies who interact with their machines and optimize their industrial processes. Industries like energy, food and beverage, manufacturing, oil and gas, power, recycling. So these are the industries where basically these HMIs are mainly used. And the most common roles that interact with HMIs are operators, system integrators, and engineer controlling system engineers. HMIs are essential resources for those professionals who use to monitor processes, diagnose problems, and visualize data. So basically, this HMI are used in this industries which I have told you earlier. Now, the some common uses of HMI. HMIs communicate with programmable logic controllers and input and output sensors to get and display information for users to view. HMI screens can be used for a single function like monitoring and tracking or for performing more sophisticated operations like switching machines or for increasing production speed depending on how they are implemented. So what it is saying? So it is the input or the output sensors which we use to see the display information for the users to view. Like the example which I have given you, the AC, like we used to input, like we used to set the temperature at 18 degrees Celsius. When we used to press the button in the remote, the display come in your AC by saying that yeah, it is now in the 18 degrees Celsius. But when you put the timer, it also shows that. HMIs are used to optimize an industrial process by digitizing and centralizing data for a viewer. By leveraging HMI, operators can see important information displayed in graphs, charts, or digital dashboards, view and manage alarms, and connect with SCADA and MES systems all through one console. So what it is saying? So whenever we used to do any graph or something, the display which comes in the computer or in the monitor of your laptop, that is called one of type of your HMI. Now, HMI technology eliminates the need for this outdated practice and thereby reduces manpower problems caused by lack of information or human error. Now, what is the difference between HMI and SCADA? So, SCADA stands for Supervisory Control and Data Acquisition, which is called SCADA, and HMI. They both are very closely related, and in fact, what is that is written that are closely related and often referred to in the same context since they are both part of a larger industrial control system. But they each have the different functionality and opportunities. While HMIs are focused on visually conveying information to help the user supervise an industrial process, SCADA systems have a greater capacity for data collection and control system operation. Unlike SCADA systems, HMIs do not collect and record information or connect databases. Rather, HMI provides an effective communication tool that functions of or alongside a SCADA system. So what is it is saying? The SCADA and HMI, they both are closely related with each other, and they both are the part of the larger industrial sector control system. Thing is what HMI, it is like the connection between the humans and the machines where we used to give the data and the output easily comes. But what is SCADA? The SCADA, we have to do we have to give the data, then we have to operate, then we have to find out the result, then we have to show all the process. So this is the thin line difference between the SCADA and HMI. Now, what are the trains in HMI? Now, high performance HMIs. Operators and users are increasingly moving toward high performance HMI, a method of HMI design that helps ensure fast, effective interaction. By only drawing attention to the most necessary or critical indicators on the interface, this design technique helps the viewer to see and respond to problems more efficiently as well as make better informed decisions. Indicators on high performance purposely cleared of any extraneous graphics or computer size and placement are used with discretion of options. So what it is saying, now let's see that for take an example, that is touchscreens and mobile HMI are the two examples of technological advances. So when we used to basically we are using nowadays the touchscreen or the Android phone. So what we can say, they are very technically, they're so good, well designed that we can easily operate our mobile phones. So that is example. So touchscreen and mobile HMI are two examples of technological advances that have emerged with the advent of smartphones. Instead of buttons and switches, modernized HMIs allow operators to tap or touch the physical screen to access controls. Touchscreens are especially important when used with mobile HMI, which is either deployed through web-based HMI or SCADA or via an application. Mobile HMI offers a variety of advantages to operators, including instant access to HMI information and remote monitoring. Mobile-friendly remote monitoring allows greater flexibility and accessibility for operators and managers alike. With this feature, an off-site control system engineer can, for example, confirm the temperature of a warehouse on a portable device, eliminating the need for on-site supervision after working hours. So, in checking on a process on your factory floor while being miles away from the facility won't seem like anything out of the ordinary. So, for the example which I have taken over here, it is that to confirm the temperature of a warehouse. So, by sitting somewhere far away from the warehouse, the manager can see the temperature of the warehouse, that from the far distance he can manage to maintain the temperature of the warehouse, or they can eliminate on-site supervision after working hours. Now, age of network. HMIs are also in high demand because they allow operators to access data and visualization from field devices. Additionally, it is becoming more common to send data from local HMIs to the cloud, where it can be accessed and analyzed remotely while keeping control capabilities local. On the horizon, leading engineers are even exploring ways to implement augmented reality and virtual reality visualize manufacturing functions. As data takes on an increasingly essential role in manufacturing, the future looks very bright for HMI. This technology may have come a long way, but its potential for growth remains virtually limitless. So now, what it is saying about that, it is basically we are using all the HMIs in our day-to-day life, but the thing is that we are not so aware of that. So that is to be known by our people. That's all. Thank you.